Hi everyone and welcome to Seneca Fashion Arts Fall 2020. Congratulations on getting into the program. As you will see, fashion is stimulating and creative industry, but it's also a lot of hard work. We have created this PowerPoint title orientation slides to help you, and it'll be available in PDF format on your Blackboard, My Seneca, under all of the courses so that you can review it later in more detail. My name is Zoran Dobrik and I'm the Fashion Arts Program Coordinator. You can email me at zorandobrik@senecacollege.ca, or if you would like to speak to me in person, you can also email me to book a virtual appointment. My role is to assist you with navigating the college system, and I'm also one of the professors at the School of Fashion. If you'd like to see some of my work, you can visit my website at zorandobrik.com. So today we're going to go over some tools that are going to help you in reaching your goals and to achieve success in the program. So throughout this program, you're going to build your portfolio and resume so that you can document your skills. So the skills we're focusing on are creative, but also technical as well. During the program, you will also network and make connections with industry guests, volunteer opportunities, through competitions, through fashion events, through internships and work study, and also with your professors and peers. Some of the events we normally take part in is Fashion Art Toronto, where we show student collections, Royal Ontario Museum. Here's an example of a curated event we did. Some of our students have their own businesses as well. So here's an example of Ronald Tam's work that was featured in Vogue Italy and London Fashion Week. Some of the competitions that students can participate are Hampel Fashion Awards in Beijing, China, and many others. Most importantly, you are going to have access to School of Fashion Fashion Arts Success Guide. So this document outlines everything you need to know in order to be a successful student. So please save it and read it, as you will be responsible for everything in the guide, and it's going to help you a lot. So this guide will be on the Blackboard for each one of your classes so that you can easily find it. As a level 1 student, you are going to take Evolution of Fashion, Design Level 1, Design Level 2 as condensed courses. You're also going to take Sustainable Fashion Insight. You're going to take Communication course. And finally, you're going to see the FYE 101 on your list as well, which is basically tutoring. And for this particular course, you're not going to be getting a mark. You will note that more practical courses such as sewing and pattern making have been moved to January, when we are hoping to be back on the campus so that you are able to use the sewing studios and pattern making labs, etc. So the fall 2020 courses are completely online. And then January, we're hoping to be back on campus. So when we talk about your courses, you will notice that some of them are prerequisites. So prerequisite courses mean that you have to complete them before you can take the next level of that particular course. So for example, sewing will have 6 levels. So before you can move on to level 2, you have to finish level 1 sewing. So basically level 1 sewing is a prerequisite for level 2 sewing, etc. Core requisites mean that these are the courses that have to be taken at the same time as another course. So very often pattern making courses have to be taken at the same time as sewing courses because they're co-requisites. Your supplies and textbooks will be indicated in the weekly course outlines, which you will receive by each professor in each class. They will also give you a week-by-week outline as well, where you will be able to see what your due dates are and what you're going to be doing each week. The mentors and tutors will be available to help you in your FYE class, which also shows up on your schedule. So then they will be meeting you live to talk to you about some success tips, and then also to help you and tutor you and answer any questions that you may have about your work or whatever you're doing in terms of assignments, lectures, or anything that you need help with. So for fall, the course's delivery is online. So we're going to be using terms synchronous and asynchronous when we talk about online delivery. So synchronous means that this is occurring in real time, meaning live. So if you have a synchronous meeting with your professor every week at a particular time, this is referred to as synchronous delivery or synchronous content. When we use the word asynchronous, that means that you are being given pre-recorded lesson that you have to watch at any time, or a text that you have to read, or a video that you have to watch before the class. So that means asynchronous because you can do it in your free time. You don't have to be online at a particular time with your professors. So each professor will tell you exactly what is synchronous, what is asynchronous in their course, and also in your schedule it tells you when the live synchronous components are for you to meet with the professor online. So each professor for each course will clarify this further. So for synchronous components, the attendance is required, and then your professors will inform you if a particular class or lecture is synchronous or asynchronous. Now, I would like to ask you to please check the technology section in your success guide, page 10. It talks about computer requirements, computer loaning and buying, IT help, learning strategies, where to get help, Blackboard basics, etc. So you can use the links that I gave you in the success guide to navigate various help links for technology. Your supply kit includes all the materials that you're going to need in the program level 1, and you may already have purchased the kit and picked it up. If you haven't yet, you can email Kristen at the fashion store, or you can email schoolofashion@senecacollege.ca to inquire about where and when you can pick up your kit. All textbooks are available to purchase at Seneca's bookstore, which currently is only online. So here's the link where you can go. For any COVID-19 updates, you can go to this link. As a student, you're going to need your student ID card, which at Seneca is called One Card. So you can apply for it online. And then this link is also in the success guide. So this is basically your student ID. You can use it to put money on it to buy meals. You can use it to borrow books from the library, to borrow machine parts, to make payments at a fashion store, etc. So notice that for online delivery, you're not really going to need it for meals or to borrow books or machine parts because all of the courses are online. But for the January classes, you're definitely going to need the One Card. So now we're going to talk about a few strategies to help you succeed. So first, please do your homework right away so that you don't fall behind. Manage your time. Again, you're going to see the week-by-week due dates on the outline. And I will show you an organizational tool we created for you where you can enter your deadlines to be able to keep track easier. Please submit all of your assignments directly to faculty on time. Attendance is important, so you can see lectures and demos, you can work in class, receive feedback in class, and get your marks. Inform your professors if you're not able to attend, please. And in both virtual classes and in-person classes, the attendance is really the key to your success so that you can be able to see the lectures and ask questions. So applicable in January, I'm going to talk a little bit about room and lab availability. So the rooms and labs will be booked for you to work in class, and then the room number will show up on your schedule in January. If you need space to work after class, please check the room schedule to see if a room is available. And please do not enter if a class is scheduled and in progress. Please work during the class time because you may not have time to do it later. So time management is very important, as well as note taking. So here is the organizational tool where you can see your classes listed, and then this is in your success guide. So use this chart to enter your due dates so that you can kind of see them all next to each other. It's going to help you plan. We are preparing you for an industry with deadlines. In fact, the whole industry is deadlines driven. So it's very important that you're able to keep track of what's going on and what's due when. And also professionalism is also very important for you to practice as you work. The late penalty is 10% per day. So if you have a late assignment and you have to hand it in a day late or 2 days late, then please remember you're losing 10% per day. And please email your faculty if you are going to be submitting a project late. And in January, once we're back on campus, the late projects are usually submitted in the fashion store. Please pick up any marked projects right away and read your feedback on what areas you can improve. Again, applicable in January 2021 when we're back. Please come to class prepared to participate and do not bring any food or drink except water with a lid, water bottle with a lid. When you are in the classroom, whether it's virtual or in person, please stay engaged during your lessons. No electronic devices. Usage is allowed during the class unless professor permits. Permission must be obtained for photos and videos before the class starts. And please do not post these recordings on social media. Those will be strictly just for you to use for your own learning. It's going to be really important that you have a good attention to detail, so read all instructions and check with faculty if you are not clear on any of the points. When something happens to you, please stay in touch. If you're sick or something happens, please contact your teacher to let them know. Please be proactive and responsible for your own learning. For example, saying you didn't know is not an excuse for not doing something, so please be proactive. You should also check your Student Center and Blackboard, as well as email for announcements, grades, directions, volunteer opportunities, etc. And please check every day. Use only your Seneca email to stay in touch with the faculty, and always include your student number, course, and section when you email them. I have a link for you with important academic dates in the success guide. So this just gives you all of the dates for things like by when do you need to pay the fee, by when can you drop a course, what are the term dates, when is the study week, etc. So that's called important academic dates. Here's the link for the library. Unfortunately, it'll be closed in the fall semester because of COVID, but you can access it online at this link. If you have any questions, always ask your professors first, and if they're not able to help you, then you can email either me or Nicolas Fillier, who is your student advisor. You can always email us or make an appointment, and we will speak to you online. So Nicolas Fillier is your student advisor, so she can give you advice on timetables. She can help you add and drop courses. She can help you answer questions about graduation, course availability and offerings, etc. If you need to add or drop your course, or if you need some help with your timetable or how to use the system, she's the best person to email. because I don't have the access to the system, but she does, and she has the experience to be able to help you. She can also connect you to other Seneca departments and services when you're having difficulty, for example, the counseling service. So here is her email at the bottom of this page. We also have various departments which are currently all online at Seneca. So the Learning Center, tutors, counseling department, financial aid, career development that you can access. And I gave you links to them at your, in your success guide, page 9 has more information on these. I also have a link to a video, which is really great for you to watch, which outlines all of the different student services that are available to you for free. So please definitely watch this video. I would also recommend that you download Seneca Safe phone app, which talks about emergencies, what to do in case of fire or an active attacker or anything like that. So this will be more relevant in January when you are back on campus, because it's very handy to be able to quickly call security using this app or to learn what you should do in emergency. I would also like to invite you to please make sure you follow School of Fashion on Instagram, Facebook, etc. So if you go to @Seneca Fashion, that is the handle for general School of Fashion, which includes floral, makeup, visual merchandising, fashion business, fashion arts departments. So it's including all of the departments at the School of Fashion. And you should also follow Fashion Arts Seneca, which is an Instagram account which we created exclusively and only for fashion arts students. So this will not include other departments because we're focusing specifically on you, on fashion arts. So please follow that. When we go through this presentation live, I'm going to ask you for questions, comments, and concerns. So prepare those for your live orientation so you can ask me. And have a creative and successful semester. Now, I just want to go over the success guide quickly. Again, you should read it on your own in detail, carefully, but I just want to go over the contents to give you a general idea of what you have available. So, on the cover page, I've noted that online delivery update is given from page 10 onwards. But you should read all the other information before that because it's applicable now as well as starting in January as well. So let's just go over it now. So first you will see general instructions on how to be a successful student, talking about coming to class, attendance, learning outcomes, supply and textbooks, taking notes, managing your time. Here's the policy about assignment submission, late marks, how to check your marks. There's a section talking about core requisites, prerequisites, checking your grades on the blackboard, being respectful in the classroom, usage of electronic devices, use of fashion labs and fashion classrooms, what are the policies we have in place. Contact list of people that you may need to seek help from, including Nicolas Fillier, who is your student advisor, Kristen, who works at the fashion store. She's the technician that can help you with kits. You can also see some of the general rules, such as please include your student number when you email us, check your email daily. Here is some information on counseling and accommodation. So if you need any help, something happens in your life and you need extra time with an assignment, if you have a learning disability, etc., this is where you can seek help. So it's called counseling or accommodations. So counseling department can help you in these cases. Field experience is basically the 70 required work study hours that are needed in order for you to graduate. and we will give you forms starting in September 3 so that you can start looking for field placement. You shouldn't worry about it in your first year yet because you don't really have enough experience for anyone to hire you as an intern. But starting in year 2, you will receive the documents about the field experience, and then you will be able to start looking and planning your field experience work-study hours. Here you have information about the general education courses that you have to take in order to graduate. Student Center to check your grade. There's a whole section about cheating and plagiarism. So plagiarism is basically when you cheat and you present someone else's work as your own. So this is a serious academic offense. So here you can see more information on that. So please read this information. You can also now see the social media and portfolio links. So this is the Seneca Fashion and Fashion Art Seneca Instagram accounts that I mentioned earlier. And finally, you can see the organizational tool where you can enter your due dates for each of the courses that you're taking. After that, there is a listing for different departments that we have. I'm not going to read them all because there's a lot, so please just go through this and see if there's anything that you could use. All of these services are free. Then I have also financial aid, health, Seneca Medical Center, and then the link for all of the academic dates. So this is the important page where you can see all of the important dates, such as by when can you drop a course, by when can you add a course, when are the payments due, when is the study week, etc. Finally, this is the online delivery update. So this is important for the online delivery this fall, so please read this carefully because this is the most relevant information that you need right now. So again, description about asynchronous and synchronous courses. Then there is a technology section. So it's going to tell you what kind of computer you're going to need. It's going to tell you about the discount for purchasing a Dell computer. You will have information about technical requirements for what kind of computer you might need. Then there is a section about the laptop loaner program. So there is an application form where you can apply to borrow a Seneca computer in case if you don't have a laptop. There's a section about Wi-Fi. There are some links about Blackboard Collaborate Help. So Blackboard Collaborate is the main tool that you're going to need to use for your online lessons, for your classes. So this is very important. There's also a link for online learning help, which shows you a lot of information about learning strategies, help with Blackboard, technology requirements, etc. Finally, there is the ITS help website, as well as their emails and phone numbers. So if you need help in the IT area, please call or email them and they will be able to help you. Here are links for your supply kit and bookstore. So Kristen at the fashion store is your technician, so you can email her regarding kits. Here's the Seneca bookstore link where you can buy textbooks. And there are several other websites that can help you that I've listed here as well. So other services and useful links are the online library, important academic dates, COVID-19 updates, link to student services, and then finally the link where you can watch the video about student services is here. So you can just copy and paste this into your browser to watch it. Finally, here is the link to Seneca's student card. Thank you for your attention and have a great semester. And please feel free to email me if you are going to have any questions. And have a great semester, and I hope to see you in January.